Alright, what is up guys? Loser Maniac here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I am going to be talking about my shoe collection and showing you guys it. Full disclaimer, I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not claiming to be. I'm not saying I am. Um, but the whole collection of shoes has kind of been confusing to me. And then I started buying a crap ton of shoes. One of them against my will because I had no choice. I had to buy these some pairs of shoes, which I will go over first just to get those out the way. But you may notice a theme with these, except for the first one, is that they are all from the same company, same brand. Even though I do find the whole thing of like brand loyalty to be pretty weird, I do really like one particular brand, as you will see here in a moment. Also, I do apologize in advance if some of these look like they are not well taken care of. I don't know how to take care of shoes properly. So some of them look pretty old and bad. I'm so sorry in advance. So if you're a sneakerhead watching this, I do apologize if some of these look look gross. But that's just how it is. Unfortunately, I don't know how to take care of these shoes. I wish I knew how to, because if I did, then I wouldn't have a problem with this. Also, some of these shoes may not look presentable because again, I don't. I don't really if I try to make one pair of shoes look presentable, then that means that then it would just take too long to get the rest presentable. So I'll just show you how they're set up at the moment. So yeah, so let's start off with the one I mentioned earlier, which is the ones that I kind of had to get, and I'll explain why in a moment. So let me just grab these. Well, I'll grab one of the shoes so you guys can so you guys can see. Excuse that car. So yeah. So these are Skechers. I don't know the exact name of them. But yeah, these are Skechers. They have memory foam on them. The reason that I have these is because I needed them for work. And also I was gonna use these for whenever my cousin, which I think is my uncle's son, was gonna take me to the gym because I'm fat, and I want to do something. So I figured that going to the gym would have been nice, and so I got these shoes just for that. And then once I got the job at the theme park, I started using these instead. And I don't know if you guys saw, but these have inserts in them. I'm a size 12, by the way. You'll notice I have like big feet. I'm a size 12. The reason why I have inserts in these ones is because these are memory foam. Yeah, they're memory foam, and they messed up my feet whenever I was within the first week that I was working at the theme park. I was like, I need inserts. And so this is the second inserts I have because the first one was a women's size and they were not helping at all. So I got one, and I got the women's because that's all the store had at the moment. So thankfully I did get inserts for men's. That was for work purposes. Because fun fact, memory foam doesn't feel great on your feet. Especially if you barely stand around like I do. If you spend most of your day laying on a bed playing video games and eating food, then memory foam shoes are not going to be comfortable for your feet. They're going to hurt. They're going to be so uncomfortable that you want to sit down, which having a job like mine, you are not supposed to do. So that is why I have inserts, and I got these shoes specifically for work. So yeah. I really like. I will say I do like these though. They're not my favorite. They're probably down at the bottom of the list. But again, these aren't really meant to be like a part of my collection. So yeah, I just like the color of these. They're slip-ons. I really like slip-ons. And yeah, so You can see that the inserts have been pretty worn down. This is starting to like peel off. So yeah. So yeah, Skechers. That's about the only off-brand thing within this, or that's not off-brand, but it's like a different brand from what I actually have on this group. So yeah, so let's start with the first pair I have lined up here, which are these Vans high tops. These are, I don't know the exact name because my mom's boyfriend gave these to me because they were probably either too big or too small. Looking at this is a size 13, so more likely these were too small or too big. I don't know what size he is. I've seen him. He has like really big feet, so probably these were just too small for him. Yeah, I like these, and you may notice here if I tighten up the laces a bit, you may be able to see that these are in a bar, in a Vans bar design. I didn't really get these for the sole purpose, or I didn't put them on for the sole purpose of them looking that way. I got these because I got them in the bar position just because I want to see how they would feel, and they feel really nice. To me at least. The only problem is that these are very hard to tighten. I like loose, but not like, I like tight, but not so tight to where like it just feels like it's constricting and like everywhere. But I also like loose, but not too loose to where it just feels like I'm not wearing anything. And having something like this kind of fit my needs to what I need, having it in the bar position. I don't wear these as often as I should, just because I'm not that big of a fan of high tops, although maybe I want to get a similar design that I do want to get. They make a version of high tops in the shoes that my mom has. Hers is like the non high tops, they're regulars. I think they're old schools, but with it's black all around, but with like blue or in the area that has the stripe, and the stripe is white. It's teal. It's a dark teal, I think, close to that aquamarine or aqua, whichever it is. It is a dark blue, or I guess just a standard blue. Kind of like the blue as my shirt, only a bit brighter. Yeah, so I do want to get high top versions of those, but I need to go on the internet and get them because they had them at the store, but the Van store closest to here is like 10 or so miles from here, and ain't nobody got time to drive 10 miles to get shoes that may or may not be there. So I might have to order them online if my grandma doesn't kill me first from wanting to buy those shoes. So yeah. Don't assume that was a call for help. That wasn't. That was just sarcasm. Next is ones that I should wear a lot more often, but I don't. These are pure black slip-on Vans. Well, not pure black, because I imagine pure black being just like all around, but these are, as opposed to like the design wise, it's just pure black. Classic slip-ons. These are size 12s, so these should fit me pretty well. Obviously. Yeah, my mom got this for me for either my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. I think it was birthday because I had a PS4 around that time, so more likely it was my birthday. Because I got the PS4 for Christmas. So yeah, I got this for my birthday. My mom was like, what shoe size are you? I was like 12s. My high tops say 13s. Do with that what you will. And she took that as 12s, considering the fact that my all my other slip-ons are 12s. So yeah, I do like these ones. The problem is I don't wear these as often as I should, just because I'm more of a design person, and these don't have much of a design. I use these, I've worn this to like interviews, because I asked my mom, like, would wearing these shoes be okay, and asked my dad if wearing these shoes would be okay, and they were like, yeah, it should be fine. So yeah, the problem with that was the job interview I went to, I was also told that it's fine to wear jeans to a job interview, and I was wearing a jacket, so it just looked like I was wearing casual clothing to a job interview, and that's probably why I didn't get the job, because I was wearing this, jeans, and a jacket. I was wearing like a buttoned up shirt underneath it, but it was just cold outside and in here that I should have just told them other stuff, but getting off track here. So yeah, I have walked around in these a few times to break them in, and the only downside to that was I walked a mile to and back, because in the apartment I lived in, there was like a window behind here, and I was sitting on my bed from like a year ago. The closest GameStop is like a mile from that apartment, so I wore these to break them in and kind of get a feel for them. And both times and it happened twice, and both times I got blood blisters on my feet, so that was not happening. So I kind of have somewhat of a bias against these, but I do like these. These are my favorites. You'll see my favorites here in a moment. I do have a couple. I think these next four, are all my favorite. But I will show my absolute favorite ones towards the end. I'll save those ones for last. So yeah. So next, we have these ones. These ones I got. These next two I got maybe almost a week ago. A couple weeks ago. It's Sunday right now, so as the time I'm recording this, so yeah, a week ago, just about. I got them Friday, so on a Friday, so yeah, last Friday, so a week ago. Skull slip-ons. I'm sorry, I burped. I didn't know how to recover from that. Yeah, so these are skull slip-ons. Classic slip-ons, I should say. I love skulls so much. I remember as a kid, whenever I had my phone, I would have a skeleton wallpaper. I had skull jackets. All that stuff. I want to get skull, like a fake like ceramic skull for my end table in my room, but those are probably gonna break, so I'm probably not going to. But all that stuff I really like, so having something like this was just absolutely amazing, and they match the color of my jeans. I wear dark color jeans, and yeah, so this is that's pretty much it. You can see the design closely. You can see, sorry if my nails look messy. You can see the skulls, and then you can see like the blue design with the black on the back, which is kind of why I say it matches my it matches my pants, because the blue doesn't look that dark, but considering the fact that it's mixed in with the black back there, that it just makes it look dark. So yeah, these were the first pair I bought, or the first pair I considered. The next pair I actually got, as well. Obviously, it's in my collection, but the second pair I was torn between that one and two others. But this one was a no-brainer for me, just because skulls, like I mentioned before, I love skulls so much. And you can tell that these are new somewhat, because compared to the other ones, these barely have anything. This is the shadow. I promise you this area isn't as dirty as it looks. This is just the shadow. I promise you. Some people are gonna be like, that area is not clean. It is. It's just a shadow. But you can see like around the rimmed area, it is much cleaner than some of the other shoes you may have noticed, except for this back part here. But that's just grass that can come off easily. See, boom, just about clean. So yeah, that was just grass, but yeah. So I really like these. I've been wearing these to break these in. And some of you guys may notice that these are creased. Again, I'm not a sneakerhead. And I don't want to walk around like I just shit myself to avoid creases. And I don't know where I can find shield defender or shoe shields to prevent creasing. So here we are. Yeah, so you may notice that with the last two. I do have three down here, but the last two I'm showing are creased. In fact, all of these, even with these high tops here, you can see that they're creased. So yeah, bars. In case some of y'all were wondering, yeah, this is what the bars look like. They're pretty cool. I had a tricky time putting them on also. So yeah, slip-ons. I love slip-ons. Mostly because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to tie shoes sometimes. Most of the time, scratch that all the time. So yeah, but then speaking of shoe ties, we move on to what is probably my favorite pair of shoes at the moment, and these are, hold on, let me make sure these look somewhat tidy and whatnot. That these look somewhat presentables. You guys notice the theme as to which company I like more. These are Vans Old School's 7 eyelets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 eyelets. Again, just like with the high tops, these are in barred laces. Just because I after a while I just get tired of the whole crisscross stuff, and I like the way that these look. And I do tie them with like bunny ears, so like you can see right now, these are pretty loose and whatnot. I don't know how to do like other ways of tying them. So I just use the bunny ear stuff. I know some people may say that like with old schools, especially with the bars, that bunny ears may make it look pretty bad, but I don't really mind. Even though I heard one person say that bunny ears with bars look bad, I just assume that that's what everyone believes. Now, what's interesting about these ones is, when I've noticed um, with my high tops, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you look on the inside here, let me see if I can. There's the camera. If you look inside here, you can see that the tongue is attached to the front here. It's not attached to any of the sides. It is attached to the front here. Now this is new. This is new to me. You can see that the tongue is attached to the front here, but on these, the tongue is attached to both sides of the shoe. You see this like, you can barely see it. See that like light blue stuff on the inside right here, on both sides, on both shoes. The tongue is attached to the shoe itself, which leads me to believe that you could also wear these as slip-ons. If you can, then I may take these laces off and just go a slip-on, because I love slip-ons. Sorry, I thought someone was coming over here. I got scared. But yeah, I love slip-ons, so I might, if this means that they can be slip-ons, then I may just take the laces off and go slip-ons. I'll have to give that a try next time I'm up and about wearing these shoes. But yeah, this, like I mentioned before, these ones, oh, you guys can tell, this Comfy Cush, hold on. These are Comfy Cush, if you guys couldn't tell. I'll explain something about Comfy Cush in a moment, but yeah, with these shoes, I was contemplated between these ones. There were similar ones, but all black with like tiger stripes on the back, and then there was one where it was high tops, and it was just a picture of a tiger playing in water. But I decided to go with these ones because I think they look, with how my style usually is, I just thought they would look ridiculous with my style. Most of the time I'm up and about. I've been taking care of my dog in here recently, because my mom's house sitting for my grandma's house sitting for her son, my uncle. And so I've been watching the dog and taking it out, going to the bathroom, walking it. And usually whenever I'm up and about wearing these, I am usually wearing a sweatshirt or a t-shirt, bright pink basketball shorts, and these shoes usually, or just a pair of shoes. But whenever I got these, I was just like, how about I wear these with bright pink shorts and just a shirt. And let me tell you, it is ridiculous looking. But whenever I saw these, I was like, these are just gonna be for show. I'm gonna put these on once, and then not wear them again because they are going to look ridiculous. And I tried these on and they looked amazing. So if you guys want my recommendation as to shoes you should get, I advise getting these ones because these are awesome. And perfect segue, they have Comfy Cush. Comfy Cush is, I think, Vans' version of Memory Foam. But I like Comfy Cush better because Memory Foam is aggressive. By then I mean like Memory Foam is supposed to like is supposed to shape or form around like your body or whatnot. So like if you press down on Memory Foam on like a mattress or whatnot, then it will just stay there, but then it will like gradually take shape and whatnot. So it's supposed to be comfortable, but the thing is that kind of like with Memory Foam, and take my job for example, where I'm standing around all day. Well, my old job because I don't work there anymore. Seasonal thing. It's the end of the season. But standing around and Memory Foam with these can be pretty bad because after a while the Memory Foam just wears out and it's supposed to like put form into it and it just hurts. But with these I've noticed that like it barely feels like there's any soles on these things. So it's just, I know I'm wearing shoes, but it just feels really comfortable to wear. Um, and yeah, so if anyone of you who wears Vans, I don't know if you guys can attest for this, but get Comfy Cush if you can. They're good for your feet. Ow! Sorry, I hit my sack. Give me a moment. Yeah, I hit my sack. So I'm gonna be a bit uncomfortable looking for a couple seconds. So if you get Comfy Cush, I highly advise you do. Or sorry, if you have a chance to get Comfy Cush, I advise you do. I'm fine now. Just because you'll barely, it'll, some parts of it will notice, it'll start to notice that you're wearing shoes, but otherwise it won't be a pain to wear them. So yeah, and avoid Memory Foam shoes because they do not work. It is not fun wearing memory shoes or Memory Foam shoes. Yeah, so if you guys use Vans, let me know. And you guys have Comfy Cush, or if you've tried it, let me know if you guys actually like it or not. I do, because again, like I mentioned before, this is like a good in between like these regular inserts that Vans has where they're pretty tough, and Memory Foam where they're too comfortable or they're aggressively comfortable to where it's like uncomfortable. This is like a middle ground. Comfy Cush is the middle ground between this and Memory Foam. So I advise that you guys give it a try. Yeah, next, and the reason I bring up Comfy Cush is because we move on to which one's my most dirtiest. I am showing off my dirtiest shoe, and I'll tell you why. And it kind of shows that I'm not really a sneakerhead and I don't take care of his shoes well enough because I don't know how to. These are the white and blackouts. I think that's what they're called. The black and white checkerboard Vans, the one that everyone had when I was in middle school, which was like a couple years ago. I'm graduating 2019, so about 2-3 years ago, maybe 4. Yeah, because I was a junior when these things were popular. So yeah, so by the time I was a junior, everyone was wearing these. And then even around like my senior year, it seems like everyone had these. So I jumped on the board. I jumped on the bandwagon because I hate feeling left out in some way. And plus, these kind of fit my style of just like not caring about what you wear, but also trying to fit into this generation now that I'm getting older. Kind of fitting in with my generation of like, oh, I want these shoes. Yeah, so I may have to replace these. Which is kind of why I mentioned Comfy Cush, because I know that they sell this type of shoes with Comfy Cush. I don't know about my other pair, as you'll see here in a moment. But I'm not really sure. I do know for a fact that they have these in Comfy Cush. So maybe around the time that I'm able to get the different high tops, I will be able to get these in Comfy Cush. Um, so yeah, these were like the first ever pair of Vans I had. Even before I got these high tops here, um, these high tops came second. So I've worn these more than I've worn these. I think, I think it was these, then the high tops, and then my final pair over here. Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I do know that these were my first. Um, were they? These look like they were my first. Yeah, and you can tell how dirty they are just because the discoloration here. I have no idea how to clean these. I think these are canvas. I'm I'm not sure. I'll need to look into how to clean these. I could ask my mom. She knows a lot about these stuff. So yeah, these are my first pair of Vans, and then once I got Vans, I fell absolutely in love with not only slip-ons but Vans themselves. And which kind of leads into another thing as to why I prefer Vans over some of these other companies. Take Skechers, for example, another very well-known shoe company. You see the bottom of these and how they're very smooth in some people. Well, they're rough here, but they're like very smooth and whatnot. And they don't really. They're more worried about like the design. These are meant for like running shoes, so it makes sense as opposed to like Vans where they're supposed to be like casual. So like you would see like an athletic person wearing these type of shoes, um, because they don't really care about fashion, rather they care about versatility. I don't really care. I'm fat, non-athletic. But you notice how like the back here they're meant to be for running purposes. Vans, all of these Vans shoes, and I think all of the Vans shoes have these like waffle designs where there's like holes at the bottom here. Um, and whatnot. The reason I like Vans over like Payless shoes is aside from the fact that Payless has god awful looking shoes. Um, Coming from a guy who, I mean, come on, I mean, I can't judge them, but they don't have anything that fits my style. But aside from the fact that they look awful, they don't have these. Payless shoes can really damage, can be taken down by a single thick piece of rock. All of the shoes I have ever worn from Payless have been damaged because there was a rock stuck in them. I'm dead serious. I had one. I remember there was a pair I had where I stepped on a rock and it landed right in this area with Payless shoes, and the whole shoe was just damaged the rest of the time. Any especially like anytime I would step on a rock, it felt like I was actually stepping on it with like a pair of socks. It was so bad. And that's why I like Vans, because they're more my style. They have a lot more slip-ons. I've never seen any slip-on J's, not to say there aren't any. Something tells me I doubt. But if they're all slip-on J's, I won't be getting those either, just because I don't get the hype around J's, and people take that shit way too seriously. And I'm not the person to be taken seriously. So yeah. Plus, I mean, they like I mentioned before, they fit my style. So yeah, I have stepped on many rocks on these. I have had these since I was in high school. Obviously, I mentioned before that they were popular when I was a junior. They started getting bigger once I was a sophomore. Granted, a lot of the younger kids, or whenever I was transitioning from sophomore to junior, granted, a lot of the younger kids who were like in 8th grade, by the time I was a sophomore, they were joining high school. So they were probably all wearing these, and that's why the school kind of was filled up with these, because kids love their image. That's all they care about. Coming from a guy who cares about his image. So yeah, that is why I have these. So yeah, I got these just because everyone else did. Basically, long story short, I got these because other people had them. And finally, we move on to probably one of my favorites. Either these are my favorite, or these are also. Not to say that the leopard print or the skulls aren't my favorites. They're fairly new to me. And that is the gray on black version of the Vans. Have I been calling these Jordans? Vans. Classic slip-ons also. Two, two of my 7 pairs are not slip-ons, but only one of them are high tops, which means that they are old schools, which I think means I have one of each different pairs of Vans. I think. These are by far my favorite looking. Just because I like wearing dark clothing. Obviously, dark hat, kind of a bright but dark hoodie or sweatshirt. Even though I'm wearing like bright pink shorts. But for the most part, if I'm up and about wearing shoes, I'm probably gonna be wearing this hat. I'll be wearing this hat, a dark green shirt with like a heavy metal shirt, dark jeans, and probably these shoes. Yeah, and I like these so much that this is my wallet. My wallet is the exact same design. I love Vans so much. I was willing to get a Vans wallet. That's how much I like Vans. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The reason I got these ones was I didn't buy these with my own money, but I actually went to the store, and my grandma bought these. The reason I got these was because like, oh, everyone had the white and black ones, so how about I get these ones? And then just because I haven't seen anyone wear these, and then sure enough, the next day I see someone wear these, I'm like, well, shit. Because I went from fitting in to looking different, while also fitting in because these are Vans. So yeah, I feel like as I get older, like I'm just gonna start wearing these, and then there's gonna be like some other company that sells shoes that's gonna replace the Vans store. So the only way you can buy Vans is in like select stores that are gonna be around, like Skechers or whatnot. Wherever Skechers takes place, like Vans is gonna be in their place. So I have to be like, I prefer Vans better over Skechers. I'm telling you now, in the future, Skechers is going to go bankrupt, and then Vans is going to take up those stores as we get older. I'm calling it right here and now. I highly doubt Skechers has been around for a while, but still, like, it's going to happen. Vans is going to have the same situation as Skechers. They're not going to be as famous anymore, and it's going to be used for like us dads or moms or grandmoms who prefer slip-ons as opposed to like light up Yeezys or whatever. um so yeah, these ones I wear enough to where they're clean but not spotless, as you can see here. I think these are like rubbed rubber, meaning to where like it's discolored in some way. I have no idea how to clean these. I'm too scared to try to. I don't want to damage these. They are a bit dirty. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they are dirty. That's how you can tell that I've worn them a lot, because they're worn on the back here. Yeah, these ones are by far my favorites. Like I mentioned before, it's either these ones or these ones are my favorite. These two are either my favorite. Occasionally, what I should do from now on is just wear either one of these. It's like wear one black or gray and black one, and one white and black one, and kind of go back and forth, or whatever. So but yeah. So those two are my favorite. I would say that of the Vans, these ones are my least favorite just because I've barely worn them. I've had no need to, just because I like the checkerboard better. I feel bad saying that those are my least favorite because my mom got me those. And I am not including these on my favorites, because if I was, then these would be the bottom of the barrel. Compared to these two, if you had to ask me which one I would rather wear for the rest of my life, I would wear these ones because these ones suck. And I'm not talking about, and it's not because of the fact that they are memory foam. Skechers could have taken the idea for Comfy Cush and added these to here. I still wouldn't like these. These aren't my style. I figure like dads or grandmas. My grandma wears Skechers, but call me an entitled Gen Z, but this is just how I am. I have my own personal taste, just like other people do. I'm not shitting on Skechers, but I just prefer Vans. We all have our thing, I assume. So yeah, that is my entire 7 pairs of shoes collection. Also, let me know in the comment section, which of mine do you like the most? Just because I'm kind of curious. I know I say my favorites, but who knows? Let me know which ones are your favorites. Oh, speaking of which, kind of going back to the white and black ones, I don't know if they make these in Comfy Cush. I thought they did, but I'm pretty sure they don't. If they do, then I'm replacing these. I'm replacing both of these pairs of shoes with Comfy Cush. Because I'm loving the Comfy Cush so much, and maybe I would wear these. I would probably wear these more often. I would probably wear the white and black. I would probably wear these ones a lot more if they do, since I do know they have Comfy Cush. So maybe once I'm done here, I'll order a pair with Comfy Cush and then figure out what to do with these white and black pairs. Maybe sell them for however much they're worth. Probably cheaper. I don't know. So yeah, let me just do one last round to show you guys. Just that we, these are the gray high tops. Yeah, I'm kind of coming around to liking high tops, but I don't know. It's just something about high tops. It's just doesn't really sell it for me. And then here's the leopard print ones with the bars on them, kind of like the high tops. With the Comfy Cush, I'll have to take the laces off and kind of do like kind of walk the dog and see how it feels, and if it feels bad, then, or if it feels like how shoes normally feel whenever you don't have laces on them, then I'll take them off. I'll put the laces back on. I'm gonna regret saying that because I'm gonna take the laces off because I have to rewatch the video on how to put these back on because I can't do these by myself. Yeah, I had to watch a video on how to put the laces back on. That's how dumb I am. A simple video. I had to watch a simple video on something that seems and is pretty damn easy to figure out, but you know, we're not all geniuses. So yeah, sorry, I'm just making the leopard prints a bit more presentable. And then here are the classic skulls, classic slip-on skulls. Yeah, these look, I don't know why, these remind me of like, if you guys have ever seen, I think it's In the End by Linkin Park. If you've ever heard that song, the music video for it, it reminds me of like the digital effect that was added in the music video. I think it's In the End. I can't remember. I know it involves the end, so I think it is In the End by Linkin Park. If you guys remember, if you guys have ever seen the music video, that's kind of what the skulls remind me of for some reason. So, or I guess it's more spider webs or the internet, whatever. Yeah, so hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Leave a comment down below. First of all, if you're a sneakerhead, tell me like, is there? I want to be a sneakerhead, but I feel like to be a sneakerhead, you need to like collect like 1967s. In my case, Vans, like Vans that were made out that was out in like 1967s, or like collectibles of like a certain celebrity or whatnot. I know that there is a pair of shoes I do want, and it is whenever Vans did Led Zeppelin themed. I love Led Zeppelin, and I know that they did. I'll have to check the internet, see if they have any more of them. Oh, fingers crossed they do, because if they don't, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But I do know for a fact that Vans did have Led Zeppelin shoes, and I know that because I was at the store whenever they had Led Zeppelin shoes, and I didn't get them because I didn't have a job at that point. I was still in school, but I do know that for Halloween they're kind of doing like a Halloween themed of like Friday the 13th, It's Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street themed shoes. So I've been watching a lot of Dead Meat or Kill Counts, so I've been all over horror movies, so I do want to get those. But if you collect shoes of any kind, or if you're a sneakerhead, let me know like what would be like a way of getting started with shoes. I do know that like you would need like a steady job to afford shoes and to take care of them. So if you guys are Vans people, let me know how to take care of them also, because you guys can clearly see how dirty these are. I'm not going to come out and say that they're perfect, because they are not. They are dirty. Like I mentioned before, though, they are the oldest pair of shoes I have. Um, yeah, and also if you guys just are watching, I'm kind of curious as to like which ones of mine are your favorites. So if you're watching this, kind of let me know which one you really liked, and which one was your favorites. Kind of put the dirt aside because otherwise, either the leopard prints or the Vans. And if you want to include the Skechers, go ahead. I don't just because they aren't Vans. You know, I gotta stay true. I gotta stay brand loyal here. Actually, I have a Vans hat. I should probably ask my dad to send me that. Huh? Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I mostly do like video game talks and whatnot. And I do talk because I don't. I have like no editing magic to where I can just like put up a screen like as you can see here. This is what happens in the game. But I do I do talks about it. So if that's something that interests you, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm talking about shoes because I'm bored out of my fucking mind trying to make a video, and this is what I came up with. And if you do hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to be notified of someone upload because I don't have a schedule. I don't. I know a lot of people do. I don't. Because I have no idea when my grandma goes out and does stuff or for how long. So it's just a matter of figuring shit out. And yeah, Lose the Manic out.